60 years ago, railway observation cars were common on Scotland's Highland network, but could they be in for a comeback? I'm Alistair Dalton, the Scotsman's transport correspondent. I'm in here in Aviemore to take a trip on the Strathspey Railway with a classic observation car from the 1930s that operated across the West Highlands in the 1950s and 60s and could provide the inspiration for a new version for the future.
Welcome to the original Highland line. My name is Ian Lamb. I'm a railway historian and do a lot of writing, particularly on preserved railways up and down the country. You've got to go back to the halcyon days before the Second World War, when Britain seemed to be more affluent and so on, and everyone wanted more than just a local train journey. The great railway designer there was a gentleman called Sir Nigel Gresley, and Gresley is best known because of the Flying Scotsman and particularly his A4 express locomotives. And they were beaver tail shaped in the front to give the opportunity of speed, really, more than anything else. But to make it a proper train, he decided to build these coaches in 1937 and connect them to what he called the Coronation Express, which went from London King's Cross to Edinburgh twice a day. And these coaches eventually, at British Railway days, were painted in this colour, and at the end of that time they decided to move them to the Scottish region. And when they were moved to the Scottish region, they ran between Glasgow Queen Street and Fort William to Malake, and were very, very popular. Allied to that was the other observation car, which originally was on the Devon Bell train down in the southeast of England, southwest rather, and from that they put that on the Kyle line from Inverness. So both trains came together to encourage people to visit Skye.
Lucky me to be probably in one of the best carriages of this train, and to serve and to make coffee and tea and to talk and to communicate with people. That's what I do. You know, I love people, and usually I meet very warm and welcoming conversations and talks, and that's what I call happiness. And the views, I call them like if I'm in paradise, because they're amazing, probably most beautiful in the world where I've been before, and I've been to many countries before.
I think people look forward to riding on it, and it's quite unique, so yes, seems to be getting more and more popular.
And what sort of difference does it make to the enjoyment of the trip?
Well, I think it's an extra attraction that's very valuable. Rather than just riding on a train, you're riding on something a bit different, with some history. Interest in railways, I think this would be very popular. But a modernised version, as opposed to this Art Deco design.
The Jacobite train from Fort William to Malake, which has gone international, and not least of all the Royal Scotsman train, also, although it's a veranda as against an observation car. But the principle is the same. People really love seeing from the rear of a train as they're going along, the whole scenery opening up. And compared with the original engine, it might have been wonderful rushing past the Berkshire coastline at 90 miles an hour, but there's something really fine to be going along sedately in such wonderful scenery on the Strathspey Railway.